Holy shit. Hey everyone, the info video is finally here, but also the Q&A video. There weren't very many questions, so I just decided to put the Q&A as part of this video too. I'll get back to that later. For now, here's information on the Mega Man in a Nutshell RPG. The Mega Man in a Nutshell RPG, or Mugman RPG for short, is an RPG based on the Mega Man in a Nutshell series. Everyone here probably already knew that, so allow me to elaborate. It's a top-down RPG that sees Mugman and his allies exploring the world, searching for Dr. Willy. Interspliced with the overworld, towns, and dungeons is turn-based combat, featuring recognizable enemies from the Mega Man games, and later down the line, even some familiar robots as well. The game starts with Mugman seeing a message from Willy on the TV saying he's returned, and he's rebuilt several of his old robots to help him take over the world. Mugman, being the patriotic doofus he is, takes it upon himself to single-handedly stop Oh wait, Dr. Let is making Mugman take along Iceman. So much for that, I guess. From there, Mugman starts exploring the world, meeting up with other robots who've joined the party. Each robot has unique stats and abilities in combat, making each one valuable in certain situations. Later down the line, you may even take control of other characters in different parts of the world, too. Ah yes, the ever-elusive release date. The first announced release date was December of last year. We all know what happened with that. Then it was pushed to mid to late February. That was a very optimistic date. I think at this point, the absolute latest it's going to come out is either late May or early June. I'm really sorry it's taking so long. I never meant to delay it this much. However, in between then and now, there's still plenty of new Mega Man in a Nutshell videos I plan on making, including but not limited to Mega Man the Power Battle and Power Fighters, which I'll probably condense into one video, like Rockman Battle and Fighters, Wily and Right No Rockboard, that's Paradise, and Mega Man Gold Empire. Plus an extra surprise one-off. Also, once the game is released, I'll be putting out a video with the whole OST. I know a lot of people in the past have asked me to release the soundtrack for Mega Man in a Nutshell Fighter Melee, so I thought since this game uses almost all of the music from that game, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. Well, that pretty much covers everything I have to say about the game right now, so I guess now it's time to move on to the Q&A. How long will the Mugman RPG be? Fairly short, with the way it's heading, probably 2 to 3 hours long, maybe more. Will we have another new In a Nutshell series? Definitely not a whole new series, but I do have a few more non-Mega Man one-offs planned. Which video editor are you using? I use Vegas Pro 19. What's your favorite text-to-speech voice? Even though the George voice I use for most of the characters is iconic, I think my favorite is the Commodore 64 Sam voice. Mortis. Will there be a lot of blamos in the Mugman RPG? Yes. Many. Blamo. Do you plan on making the Mugman RPG in more than one language? That's a good idea, but I know that translating whole games takes a lot of time and effort, and will probably need someone who speaks that other language and also owns a copy of RPG Maker. Not to mention that basically all of the dialogue in the game is broken, terrible English, so I would also need someone to make poorly spoken, broken dialogue in that language as well, and I don't know how that would work. Will the Mugman RPG have multiple endings? I might add like a secret joke ending or something, but nothing super big with like branching pathways in the story or something like that. Is the Mugman RPG going to be on Linux? I'm not personally familiar with using Linuxes, but RPG Maker can export games that run on Linux, so it's definitely something I could look into. Which Robot Master is removed for copyright? Removed from copyright is Aquaman for Mega Man 8. He's removed for copyright because in the Mega Man in a Nutshell universe, DC Comics sued Capcom for copying their superhero, which is why you can find them in prison in the game. What do you plan on doing in the future other than the In a Nutshell series? Well, after the game and In a Nutshell series, I'll probably stop doing YouTube for a while. I feel like this channel's had a good run, and I want to do other things with my life. Well, that's all for now. If you guys still have any questions about the game, or just in general, leave a comment and I'll try my best to answer it. Thank you for watching, and again, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I never in a million years could have dreamed that I would get this many subscribers when I started this channel.